I'm here to tell you about a book that's being launched at this conference. It's called Under Pressure by Andrew Laird. I learnt two big things from this book, and firstly I learnt that it's Thomas Edison's fault that we work long hours because he invented the light bulb. And also, probably more importantly to me, sleep is one of the most important things in life. So this is the book. It's got a really nice cover. It's thin. There's only 110 pages, but I think you could cut it down to about 107, taking out the extra pages in there. It's got big writing, so you can probably read it from the first row. And it's really easy to read, unlike the book club books that we read. There's a few book club members here. Anyway, this book focuses on the daily pressures that we face, so the pressure to have it all, the pressure of ever-present work, the pressure of difficult workplace relationships, the pressure to conform, and the pressure to stay on top of everything. And these are actually the chapters of this book. So he approaches these topics with humour and with realism, and he gives some really relatable examples that help engage you to read on, to find out more, to find a solution. Though what he does state very early on that this book will not give you the solution to your pressures, but it will show you that the Bible has real answers to these pressures. And he cleverly weaves in the gospel, pointing us to look to God, to trust in his wisdom and kindness, and to remind us to rest in the God who sustains us in our pressure. He also includes some practical tips. He's got some grey boxes with questions which help with changing our habits and changing our heart attitudes to help us handle pressure. So I hope that by the end of reading this book, you perhaps have re-examined your desire to have it all, your desire to impress by learning to say no, and your desire to work long hours, so turning off the lights and turning off your mobile phones, and to be satisfied in God, the God who has all things under his control, the God who works while we sleep, and the God who asks us to cast our anxieties on him. So pick up a copy from the book stand, which will be open in the break. They're only $20. But why don't you buy a couple more copies to give to your friends as well? There's Kay. Kay's very good at giving books to her friends. But this book is aimed towards Christians. But I can think of a couple of friends who I know who don't quite trust God enough yet. And I think they may benefit from reading a Christian perspective of how to deal with life's pressures. So, thank you for listening.